Okay, here we go. So, since December, I've been mulling how to forward what we're doing. So, if you want to fly, give up everything that weighs you down. Charting a brighter future. Looking back at your life 5 to 10 years ago, if you do not make changes now, you will be exactly where you were then, same old place. Therefore, we identify our visions for tomorrow. We've done that through the months. You write down your goals to fulfill that vision, one step at a time, one day at a time. We have short term goals, mid-term goals, and long term goals. You choose the vehicle to achieve those goals. You showcase the Atomy corporate intro. Yesterday, Christina showed us the new corporate intro. It looks really good. Today, I'll be talking about how to sell anything to anyone, be it ideas, be it cars, be it houses, be it anything. How to sell anything to anyone. But we as marketers and entrepreneurs are desperately looking for the best approach. The most obvious tool staring us right in our faces is him or him. Primary goals to maximize our earning potential. We work on creating a cohesive team, which we're doing now. We find consumers and partners willing to be part of our journey. We find out our capabilities and limits and try to achieve it one step at a time, one day at a time. We need to work smarter rather than harder. Therefore, let's market him or him first and foremost. It provides the maximum PV points we need, bar none. It's also the flagship product with a lot of research data and testimonials to back up our claims. It's so easy. No pain, no gain, no guts, no glory. To achieve our goals, we need to work hard ourselves, not just on a part time basis, but on a full time capacity, and not relying on our sponsors above to dictate our direction and our ceiling to reach the top echelon in Atomy. Let's be bold, going all in Atomy. It will result in success. Him o him, kilala na natin lahat ito. We'll talk about this for a lot of times. Its ingredients, its cost. Him o him, being the flagship product of Atomy, is the number one selling product for the past 8 to 10 years. We have to realize and accept that the company is based and headquartered in South Korea. And of course, their agenda is geared towards achieving world domination in the beauty and health field. Everything, all the products else are father. This used to bother me because the Filipinos, being better educated and can speak the English language fluently, are great salespeople for the company. South Korea only has 51 million compared to the 112 million in the Philippines. We as a people, Filipinos, like anything imported because it denotes quality and the prestige approach. Para sa masa pero mamahalin, therefore prestigious. Therefore, we utilize that world-class quality products of Atomy, especially Himohim, to promote and achieve our goals. As Richard Branson said, business opportunities are like buses. There's always another one coming. A competitor, a Korean company also named Gemma World, created Gemmove Vitality Energy, panglaban sa Himohim. It does not compare. We plan for product introduction. Planning, we synergize the scalable e-commerce, online selling. We do marketing, disseminate standardized metrics, as in using our testimonials. Design, coordinate e-business applications using the shopping mall. The strategy, we foster holistically superior methodologies by attending our bi-monthly Zoom briefings. And launch, deploy strategic networks with compelling personal needs. What's even more baffling to me is that many of us have to search for the best way to motivate prospects to buy our products and services instead of first understanding what unconsciously motivates them to act. If you haven't guessed what the most obvious are that are staring you right in the face, it's unconscious psychological devices, more particularly the thinking habits every brain on the face of the planet Earth. Unconscious psychological devices, UPDs, are motivations of the mind that are embedded within a person's brain and require a simple push button trigger to activate an automatic response from their brain in the form of either signing up, placing an order, or requesting for more info, therefore generating leads. The concept of mind control has always been irresistible to marketers and entrepreneurs. Obviously, it gives that person who knows the psychological devices the privileged benefits to push that button to get the automatic results. You are in luck today because I'm going to share the 7 UPDs with you right now. Are you ready?
Yep.
Here they are. Number one, create the story. There's a magic that happens when you tell a story. The reader or listener has to become part of the story in order to make sense of it. This is where you get them to feel and almost realistically experience in their imagination what you're telling them. Unconsciously, this creates a memory and it's harder to forget. Finally, it helps you create a bond with your prospect. Number two, time distortion. Here's the attitude. You already want and own the product. And let me show you what it's like to. Basically, what you're doing is future pacing your thoughts as if they are holding your product or service in their hands. Use simple descriptive phrases that initiate a sense or touch response. And it instills in the mind of your prospects that they already own it. They will begin to imagine the benefits of doing so all on their own. Credibility. To project authority, make what you say believable and nothing outrageous. Who is backing your message? Do you have happy buyers of your products or services? What do they have to say? Put that in your message. Show them experts endorse your products. If it's not believable, your prospects are going to pick up on that. Credibility instills what you're saying is true. Number four, to act now. Even if your sales message is emotionally driven and powerful, making them feel like they want to buy, place a sense of urgency to reinforce them to buy and buy it now and not to wait. No matter how powerful your sales message is, if they get away after so long, the feeling and their buying decision erodes away their desire to buy now until it's gone. Number five, I gave it to you for free. You're guilty. This is to create the return effect. Ever get an offer in the mall or in the mail of a free sample product? Ever go to a website and get 3 free chapters of a book? Giving something to someone for free creates guilt, the feeling to give back. If your friend buys you dinner, you might feel the need to buy it next time. It's human nature. When something's given, the desire to give back is created. Number six, commit, then remain consistent. This is to create a long-term friendship and action. Here's the attitude. If you're buying from me now, we're friends. You'll buy more from me too. You've won the customer's trust once you've established that first sale. And once they're happy, make them happy again and again. Buy something from the television, and you're almost always asked to buy more. It's simple. Then, 2 months later, another offer from that same company rings on your phone in the other room, or the offer is waiting in your mailbox when you get home. Normally, being a much higher price product or service. So, why not ask? You're obviously qualified. Number seven, curiosity. To keep your prospects tuned in, early in the sales presentation, promise what will happen when they finish and complete your sales presentation and to keep them curious. Curiosity is a powerful tool you can use to keep your prospects in suspense and to search out answers to satisfy that strong desire to fill in the missing information. Leave out certain information in your benefits that trigger the thought, what will happen if? As you've probably noticed, it's infinitely more powerful to apply the psychological devices in your presentation when you realize they'll open the floodgates of a person's brain and deliver compelling emotions and complex thoughts and meanings. Anyone who comes across one of these seven applications will undergo the spell of this covert influence because it sparks responses below a person's surface awareness. So, the only question is, are you going to use them? To find out, simply go through the following checklist. Do you want more sales? Are you willing to work through your sales presentation, making sure each of these UPDs are applied? Do you prefer to use powerful knowledge over just company rhetoric? Do you want more power in your ability to influence others on undetectable brain? Are you curious and interested in creating more powerful unconscious influence? Covert persuasion and influence doesn't scare you, and you'll use it to your advantage as long as it's ethical and judicious. Seven, are you willing to sit down and brainstorm how you can apply the psychological devices to your sales presentation, even if only applying one device a day because you'll know it'll bring you more sales and consequently more profits. The best approach for us amongst ourselves, we encourage our new partners either to achieve sales rep status with a minimum purchase of 10,000 PVs, achieve agent status by accumulating 300, achieve special agent status. We help them sponsor others. We encourage them to participate in weekly Zoom briefings. Matter of fact, encourage might be a weak word. We mandate them to participate in weekly Zoom briefing. We build support with them, chats and face-to-face meetings. We show them the lineage, show them group purchases. With a strong quality and quantity sales team, it would make challenges a breeze. We all know about this point value, so I won't talk about this too much. In advertising, if your product was a mousetrap, you do not sell the mousetrap. Instead, you sell the terrifying idea of mice running around your house eating all your food. Therefore, in my mind, we introduce our product Hemohim by talking about conditions. We talked about prevention is better than cure a few months ago. You see, there are 10 conditions that ail the elderly where Hemohim can help. Here's a list of 10 conditions that older people like me are affected with. October 1, by the way, is International Day of Older Persons. How many times have you wondered if your aging family member or friend is well? Well, most of us worry since we know that with age comes the heavy burden of illness. Just to keep you in the know of all the conditions you should keep an eye on, here are 10 diseases that commonly ail the elderly. Alzheimer's. This is a condition that is characterized by the loss of memory. Alzheimer's is a kind of dementia that causes problems in memory, thinking, and behavior. It's commonly seen in the elderly. Advan- Advancements in the treatment. Currently, doctors have identified that the earlier the condition is identified, the better the prognosis of the patient. Current treatment of the condition is based on treating the symptoms of Alzheimer's, but they do not eradicate the cause of the condition. So, why not recommend Hemohim? Parkinson's disease is an illness which affects the brain and in which certain nerve cells which play an important role in motor functions of the body are lost or die. The loss of nerve cell takes place slowly and gradually spreads to the several areas of the brain. New symptoms gradually develop over time, and the symptoms become more difficult to control. This condition is commonly seen in the elderly because our body tends to degrade as we age. Advancement in its treatment. Earlier, patients were treated with medication and physiotherapy to beat the symptoms of the disease. Medication to increase the dopamine in the brain, and then it was believed that disease was due to its absence. So again, why not recommend Hemohim? Arthritis. People usually develop osteoarthritis after the age of 40. It is a condition that is caused due to the wear and tear of cartilage. Although there are other reasons for this condition, like an overactive autoimmune system that causes rheumatoid arthritis, the one caused due to old age, osteoarthritis, is most commonly seen in the elderly. Advancement in treatment. The current treatment modalities revolve around providing the patient relief from the swelling and the pain. Again, why not recommend Hemohim? Diabetes. Approximately 6.1 million people suffer from diabetes in India. Although the numbers on the records are high, the untreated and undiagnosed numbers could be much more. The reason controlling diabetes is important is because it directly translates to to reducing the risks of developing problems like heart attacks, stroke, loss of blood circulation in the limbs, kidney disorders, and eye disorders. Currently, there are a number of drugs in the market that help control one's blood sugar successfully. But why not recommend Hemohim? This prolapse. This is a condition where the cartilage present between the vertebrae shift out of position, leading to the compression of the spinal column and the nerves extending out into the rest of our body. The most common symptoms of this condition are a tingling feeling in the hands or legs, lower back pain, numbness in the arms or legs. Again, this is a fairly common condition in the elderly because our cartilage are degrading, making them thinner and therefore more vulnerable to slipping out. Advancements in treatment. There are a number of advancements in the treatment, but why not recommend Himohim? Urinary incontinence. This is a condition where the person cannot hold or control the flow of his or her urine. The most common symptom is that when a person laughs or sneezes, a small amount of urine leaks out, eventually leading to them wetting themselves. Urinary incontinence is a condition that is caused due to the weakening of the sphincter muscles. One of the most common methods of resolving this condition is to use adult diapers that can soak the excess urine, or exercises like Kegel exercises to strengthen the sphincter muscle. Although there are advancements in the treatment, why not recommend Himohim? Stroke. This is a condition where there is a block in one of the arteries leading to the brain. This causes the brain to suffer from lack of blood and oxygen, causing that to stop functioning. Elderly people are more likely to suffer from this condition. The most common symptoms of this condition are sudden numbness or weakness of the face, arm, or leg on one side of the body, sudden confusion, trouble speaking or understanding, sudden trouble seeing on one side, sudden and severe difficulty walking and dizziness, loss of balance or coordination, sudden and severe headache with no known cause. Advancements. One of the most recent advancements in treating this is intravenous tissue plasminogen activator, where blood clot is broken down by the use of a specific agent. Although this treatment has been tested by the FDA, it has not shown any benefits in human subjects. So why not recommend Himohim? Cancer. According to a study, the prevalent types of cancer seen in the elderly are prostate, colon, breast, lung, and stomach cancer. According to the paper, people above the age of 65 are more prone to these types of cancer. Although the exact reason as to why it occurs is unknown, many believe that the gradual degradations of the cells, mutations in the cells, and the gradual degradation of one's immune system makes elderly people more prone to the disease. So again, why not recommend Himohim? Advance in its treatment. Although cancer is a grave disease, it does not essentially mean the end of one's life. Tremors. This is a condition where the person's hands or legs shake or shiver uncontrollably. Tremors are seen in most elderly, and the condition is called tremors. Although this condition does not have any treatment right now, there are a lot of drugs that are being tested for this. Dementia. This is a condition where the person loses cognitive ability. It's a progressive condition, and it's one of the hallmark symptoms of Alzheimer's. Some of the common symptoms of this condition are memory loss, problems performing everyday functions, problems with language, disorientation to time and place, and poor or decreased abilities of judgment. Advancement in its treatment. While dementia does not have any treatment modalities right now, there are medications that can help alleviate the symptom. Therefore, again, why not Himohim? Every decision you make, every decision is not a decision about what to do. It's a decision about who you are. When you see this, when you understand it, everything changes. You begin to see life in a new way. All events, occurrences, and situations turn into opportunities here in Atomy to do what you came here to do. In closing, embrace the unknown with trust. There's so much more to life than what you see right now. It's okay if you can't figure everything out. None of us can. We are just mere mortals after all. Life works in mysterious ways. You just have to focus on controlling what you can control and let go of anything else. Surrender your desire for certainty. Bring gratitude and acceptance to your atomy journey. No matter what happens, never stop believing in your dreams. Beautiful possibilities will make themselves known. Thank you, and I hope you learned something new today. Thank you.